She appeared out of nowhere, a tiny gray bundle on the side of a long, empty road. The world around me was silent, except for the sound of the wind brushing past my ears as I cycled. Then, through the rush of air, I heard it, a faint, fragile I stopped, turned around, and there she was. Two tiny eyes staring up at me, filled with fear and hope. I hadn't planned to stop. I had a route, a schedule, a goal, but how could I just keep riding, knowing she'd be left behind in that lonely place? I walked toward her slowly. She meowed again, a soft, pleading sound that felt like a whisper saying, "Please don't leave me." I looked around, hoping to find where she came from. A house, a person, anything. But there was nothing, just dust, wind, and silence. That's when I realized someone had abandoned her. My bike was already full, but leaving her wasn't an option. I cleared a small spot in my front bag and gently placed her inside. Within minutes, she crawled out, climbed up my arm, and perched on my shoulder, as if she'd always belonged there. And just like that, we became a team. I named her Nala, got her a microchip, a passport, and a new life. Since then, we've traveled the world together, across mountains, cities, and endless roads. At first, I worried. Would the noise scare her? The traffic? The chaos? But Nala was fearless. She'd sit calmly on my shoulder, watching the world roll by, sometimes yawning as if to say, "Relax, I've got this." She wasn't just a cat anymore. She was my family. She'd curl up by the campfire, play with the tent ropes, and make even the hardest days feel lighter. Of course, not every day was easy. There were storms, scorching heat, and exhaustion.
Get off. Get off. Get off.
We learned to speak without words. When I said, "Ready to go, Nala," she'd leap onto the handlebars, ready for another adventure. Traveling with her changed everything. I stopped caring about distance or speed. What mattered was being together, sharing sunsets, quiet mornings, and the open road. Recently, I got a new bike. Nala inspected it like a true critic, then jumped right on, tail high, ready for the next journey. And when we finally made it home, she explored the yard, sniffed the steps, then sat beside me, perfectly content. In that moment, I realized something simple yet profound. For Nala, home wasn't a place. Home was us, together. If you enjoyed Nala's story, don't forget to hit the like button, share your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe for more heartwarming pet stories like this one.